Section 1. The New Rules of Open Government, Digital Transparency, Governance Innovation. I know. It sounds like a class you'd fall asleep in. It sounds like something a politician says right before they ask for your money and then disappear. Think of it like this. You wouldn't trust a restaurant that hides its kitchen, right? You want to see that things are clean, that the chef isn't, sneezing into the soup. This is the same idea, but for the people running your city or your country. It is about making government work in a clear, open way so we can all see what's cooking. This essay is your simple guide, your playbook, for how this all works. We are going to break down these big, boring-sounding words into something that actually makes sense. We're going to look at how new tools, the same kind of tech you use on your phone every day, can help governments, citizens, make better choices together. We will explore real examples, not just theories, from a textbook that costs $200. We will get real about what can go wrong, great power, great responsibility, and ultimately, this is a story about trust. Section 2. What is digital transparency? Seeing the matrix of governance. So, what is this digital transparency thing really? Let's make it simple. It means governments can't just do stuff in secret anymore. They have to put their information online where everyone can see it. We're talking about budgets, city plans, and the results of big projects. Think of it as a government social media profile. No vacation photos, just spreadsheets about where your tax money went. If something looks fishy, people are going to call them out. It's about making things public by default. It changes the whole game. It's like turning the lights on in a dark room. You can see the successes, the mistakes, the waste, and maybe even the corruption. City spends $1 million on a road. With transparency, you can see receipts, who got the contract and how much. It's harder to hide a $100,000 consulting fee to a cousin. But it's also about building confidence. A government that shares data says, we have nothing to hide. We trust you to judge for yourself. Think about a woman named Maria who lives in a small town. The local government promised a new park, but months passed and nothing happened. In the old days, you'd make calls and file requests designed to make you give up. With digital transparency, she goes to the town's website. She finds the tracker, budget approved but funds never released. She shares the link with her neighbors. Suddenly it's not just Maria asking questions, it's the whole community. That is the power of making information accessible to everyone. Open data leads to open trust. When things are open, it's harder to play games behind our backs. Information becomes a bridge connecting people in power with the people they serve. Let's pull back the curtain and use digital tools not just to watch leaders, but to work with them to build a fairer system. This isn't just data or websites, it's changing the relationship. Clear services, simple charts, real understanding. Section 3. What is governance innovation? Upgrading the system software. If digital transparency is about showing your work, what is governance innovation? It sounds like corporate jargon, but it simply means finding better ways to run things. Think about your phone. Updates, fix bugs, add features, and make it run smoother. Governance innovation is a software update for your government. Get rid of clunky systems, make services faster, smarter, and fairer. For too long, fill forms in triplicate, wait in 3 lines, then get told it's the wrong paperwork. Use an app to report a pothole instead of a hotline nobody answers. Brainstorm a new community center online, not at a 2 p.m. Tuesday meeting. Modern tools to solve modern problems, and a new way of thinking. Shift from top-down to collaborative. Use anonymous location data to see where people actually travel. Decisions based on evidence, not guesswork. Maria's town tries something new, a simple poll. Playground, dog run, community garden. Vote with one click. A small change, a huge shift, inviting people into the solution. Section 4. How technology makes open government possible. So how does this happen? It's not magic, it's technology. The same tech that orders pizza or debates pineapple powers open government. One big game changer, real-time data. Sensors on buses and pipes send constant updates, no guessing. Bus 42 is on time or not, and they know. And so do you. No more standing in the rain wondering if it will show. Dashboards and portals turn complex data into simple, useful views. See pie charts for schools, police, road repairs. Click to drill into projects. Status, budget, from headaches to clarity in seconds. APIs, secure doorways that let software talk. Open APIs let students and startups build useful apps. Share inspection data. Let people check a restaurant's score before they eat. Participation platforms let people post ideas, comment on budgets, and vote on projects from home. It lowers barriers. 10 minutes while the kids sleep brings more voices into the conversation. This isn't just nice ideas, it's happening worldwide. Many cities created open data portals. New York, Seoul, publishing maps of trees, crime stats, public restrooms. A young programmer in Chicago built an app that texts you before street sweeping. Move your car, avoid a ticket. A small thing, but it helps. Budget transparency. Brazil and Mexico publish national budgets in easy formats. You don't need to be an accountant. See healthcare and defense spending. In some cases, follow money from Treasury to village school construction. Every transaction. Paris sets aside hundreds of millions. Submit ideas, vote. Winners get funded and built. Real power over real money. In flood-prone India, communities installed low-cost water-level sensors. Data feeds a public dashboard and triggers alerts when danger levels hit. Texts go out, families evacuate, lives saved. A case where open government is life or death. Open data, open trust, in action. So, we have open data and new tools. What's in it for the average person? The biggest benefit is trust. It's hard to trust what you can't see. Operating in the open demystifies the process. You see numbers, check facts, hold leaders accountable. Transparency builds a bridge of confidence. Better services. Leaders with real-time data manage more effectively and spot problems early. If buses are always late, they investigate traffic, bad schedule, and fix it. If clinics run low on medicine, data shows it and supplies move faster. Open data exposes disparities, parks or response times, forcing action to serve everyone fairly. Simple ways to participate lead to a stronger democracy. You get a real voice. Government happens with you, not to you. It's not all sunshine. Making government open and digital brings serious risks. Privacy. Governments hold health records, addresses, income. If not protected with extreme care, it can be stolen and used to harm vulnerable people. Limit collection and anonymize before sharing. Bias. Algorithms are only as good as their data. Train on biased arrest records and you reinforce patrols and inequality. Governments must test for fairness. Security. Open systems are exposed. A breach that changes budget numbers or spreads false data can destroy trust. Protect digital infrastructure like roads and bridges. Misinformation. Open data isn't automatically understood. Without context, a spike looks scandalous. Maybe it was an emergency repair. Don't dump raw data. Provide explanations, simple summaries, and trusted analysis so people can make sense of what they see. How do we move forward safely? Build a firewall of trust with rules and careful design. Start with strong laws. What data can be collected? How it can be used? What stays private? Privacy first. Share data in open, simple formats, not weird files needing expensive software. Use open source tools so researchers and citizens can inspect, find bugs, and audit for bias. Run regular audits, bias, security, and errors with independent reviewers and civil society. When AI affects people, loans, tax flags, there must be explainability. No black boxes. Engage the public. Workshops to find and understand data. Simple feedback to report errors or ask questions. Actively include overlooked communities. Co-design so tools work for them. Trust isn't a transaction. It's a relationship built through continuous, honest conversation. In the end, digital transparency and governance innovation are not just about technology. They can make government more honest, effective, and democratic, building on open data and, in turn, open trust. Today's tech lets us see facts in real time, participate in decisions, and help leaders govern fairly. Powerful changes demand powerful safeguards, protect privacy, fight algorithmic bias, and secure digital systems. Balance openness with deep responsibility, clear laws, transparent tools, and partnership with the public. Here is the call to action, the 10-minute mandate. Leaders, start small, start now. Pick one service, bus schedules, school budgets, or restaurant inspections. Make the data radically transparent with a simple dashboard and feedback form. Protect privacy like it's priceless. Audit for fairness. Show impact. Citizens, take 10 minutes. Find your local data. Ask for what's missing. Learn a simple chart, comment, or vote. Use your voice and the data to hold leaders accountable. Open data only leads to open trust when we all participate together.
Have you ever reported a problem in your town? Maybe a deep pothole on your street. You fill out a form online, or you call a city number. You report it, you hit submit. Then, silence. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. The pothole is still there. You have no idea if your report was received. You do not know if anyone is assigned to fix it. You have no clue when or if it will ever be repaired. This small frustration is a big problem. It makes you feel ignored. It makes government feel like a distant, confusing black box. You put your problem in, but nothing comes out. This erodes trust. It makes us feel powerless. This feeling of being unheard is a pain point for many people. It is not just about potholes. It could be about a building permit application. It might be about a request for public information. It could even be about understanding where your tax money is going. When processes are hidden, we lose connection. We start to believe our voices do not matter. What if you could see exactly what happened after you reported that pothole? Imagine getting an instant confirmation. Imagine seeing your report appear on a public map. You could see it assigned to a repair crew. You could track its status from reported, in progress, completed. This is not a far-off dream. This is what transparent governance technology does. It uses digital tools to open up government operations. It shines a bright light into the black box. It makes processes visible, understandable, accountable to everyone. This is the solution. It is about using technology to build bridges of trust. A simple idea with powerful tools, the internet, data, and software to share information. Information once locked in cabinets or hidden on internal servers is now made public. This technology allows governments to show their work. It lets them explain their decisions. It invites citizens to participate in the process of governing. Dynamic interactive platforms help us see, understand, and engage, simply. There are many tools for transparent governance. Let us look at 3 of the most important ones. The first is the Open Data Portal. Think of it as a public library for government information. Instead of books, it holds data sets. These data sets can be about anything: city contracts, crime statistics, restaurant health inspections, public school performance. Government collects massive data. Portals clean it and publish it in usable formats anyone can download, use, and share, the raw material for transparency. The second key tool is the public dashboard. If portals are ingredients, dashboards are the finished meal. Dashboards turn complex data into simple visuals: charts, graphs, maps. A city dashboard might show how budget is spent, parks, police, roads, and let you compare this year to last. For our pothole problem, a map of reports color-coded by repair status. Accessible at a glance, no data science degree required. The third essential tool is the participation platform, where transparency becomes a two-way street. Citizens can do more than view information. They can report issues, propose ideas, vote on neighborhood budgets, and comment on policy drafts. Examples like Decide Madrid and V Taiwan bring public deliberation online, letting many more people contribute knowledge and voice. Together, these tools form an open government ecosystem. Portals provide verifiable facts. Dashboards make them understandable. Participation lets people act. They break down walls and make institutions more transparent, more responsive, and more worthy of our trust. When governments use these tools effectively, the benefits are clear. The most important, increased public trust. When people can see how decisions are made and money is spent, suspicion of backroom deals fades. Seeing a report move from submitted to fixed is proof that the system works. It shows government is listening and responsive. Thousands of small proofs add up to trust. Transparency reveals bottlenecks and waste. Publishing response times can expose where waits are longer and drive fixes. Data enables targeted changes, from facility locations to traffic signals. Public performance data creates accountability and invites citizens and journalists to suggest solutions. Openness can expose inequities in budgets or policing and provide evidence to demand change and mandate more equitable policy. Trust, efficiency, fairness. Greater trust leads to more participation, which brings better ideas and data, which improves services. The relationship becomes collaborative, proving that openness is a practical strategy for better governance. Simply launching a website is not enough. We need basic rules. First, data quality. Information must be accurate, complete, timely. Outdated or missing data misleads. Low-quality data can erode trust. Invest in processes and people to keep data reliable and current. Second, clear, user-centered design. Tech should simplify, not complicate. Design for everyone. Simple, visual, intuitive, mobile-friendly, accessible. A grandparent and a high school student should both get it instantly. Third, no one left behind. Combine online with offline outreach. Meet people where they are. Multiple paths to be heard. Fourth, process accountability. Show how input is reviewed and why decisions are made. Opening up government is powerful, but must be done responsibly. As we share more information, we must protect people. First safeguard, privacy. Not all data should be public. Health records, social security numbers, home addresses must be protected. Release datasets only after rigorous anonymization. Be open about operations, not private lives. Second safeguard, security. Government portals are prime targets. Use strong encryption, regular audits, and clear response plans to defend trust. People must feel the platforms they use are safe. Third, clear policy and legal frameworks. Codify what is public, what is private, and the decision processes. Establish who ensures data quality and how appeals work. Durable, predictable rules outlast leaders. Finally, independent oversight. Government cannot police itself. Independent bodies review compliance, investigate complaints, and audit portals. Civil society, journalists, and researchers are vital watchdogs. External oversight makes transparency real and ensures safeguards truly work. Before 2010, reporting a problem in Boston was a lot like the pothole story. You had to know which of the city's 40 departments to call. Public Works for a pothole. Parks for a broken bench. It was a maze. Citizens gave up. Inside City Hall, data was siloed and cross-jurisdiction tracking was hard. Then came Citizens Connect, now BOS 311, the proof of a new way. One simple front door. Snap a photo, upload, and submit from anywhere. GPS pins the location, a central system receives it, and a public map displays it. Requests, auto-route. You get a tracking number and can follow progress. Behind the scenes, a unified system broke down departmental walls. Leaders saw real-time neighborhood problems, spotted trends, and allocated crews more effectively. The results were dramatic. Trust increased, and services became more efficient. Tens of thousands of issues were reported and fixed faster across the city. Data informed smarter maintenance and infrastructure investments, changing the relationship for the better. In Brazil, there was long-standing suspicion about federal spending. Billions flowed to cities and nonprofits for schools and healthcare, but then disappeared into a black box. Projects stalled or never started. Stories of corruption weakened public faith. Brazil's Comptroller General, CGU, launched the Transparency Portal, a massive open data site. It tracks expenditures in near real time. Anyone can search every payment, amount, recipient, and purpose. Revolutionary in a place where such data was once secret. Journalists traced suspicious payments and exposed wrongdoing. Communities checked if clinics were built and used official data to demand action. The portal helped recover billions and prosecute corruption and deter future misuse. A world-class example, open data fighting corruption, raising integrity, and giving citizens oversight. When information is public, people can participate meaningfully in how their tax money is spent. Transparency turns a black box into a glass box and builds trust. We have seen the pain of opaque government and the proof that technology offers solutions. Portals make government transparent. Dashboards make it efficient. Participation makes it fair. The path from pain to proof is paved with transparency and built together. Start today. Visit your city's site, find the open data portal or dashboard, use the 311 tools, and invite neighbors. Leaders, be brave. Start small. Launch one dataset, one dashboard, one simple reporting path. Trust is earned. The first step is opening the door. Let us replace the black box with a glass box and build a truly trustworthy government. The work begins now.
Every single person on this planet is born with something precious. It is a quiet, inner light we call human dignity. This simply means that each of us has worth, not because of what we own, not because of where we come from, but simply because we are human. From the bustling streets of a vast city to the quiet stillness of a remote village, this truth connects us all. Every life matters equally. Every person deserves to live with respect, safety, fairness. This is the very heart of what we call human rights. They are not granted by governments. They are the birthright of every member of our human family. But these rights do not protect themselves. Like a young seedling in a vast forest, they need care and shelter to grow strong. They can be trampled, ignored, forgotten if we are not careful. So we have built systems to guard them. These systems are like a complex ecosystem, with different parts working together to create a shield for our shared dignity. Laws, communities, and new digital tools that now connect our world. Well, it's a shared responsibility. The first and most solid layer of protection for our rights is built from words. These words are written down in laws and treaties, forming a blueprint for a just world. A treaty is a solemn promise made between nations. One of the most important is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, written after great global suffering, a common standard for all nations. It lists fundamental freedoms: the right to life, the right to be free from slavery, the right to think and speak freely. When countries agree to treaties, they commit to turn promises into national laws. These laws make rights real within a country's borders. They can forbid discrimination, ensure fair pay, and protect private family life from intrusion. They create rules that everyone, including leaders, must follow. No one is above the law. Power must be accountable. But a law on a page is not enough. It needs a voice. That voice comes from courts, where people go when their rights are violated. If someone is treated unfairly, arrested without reason, or silenced for speaking their mind, a court can listen and make a judgment. Some courts operate globally or regionally. The International Criminal Court can address the gravest crimes, like genocide. Regional courts let people bring complaints against their governments. These systems make leaders and states answerable and offer peaceful ways to correct injustice. While laws provide the skeleton of rights protection, it is people who give it flesh and blood. Social systems, community groups, charities, activists are the living, breathing part of this protective ecosystem. These groups, often called NGOs, work on the front lines every day. They bring food to the hungry. They provide shelter to the homeless. They offer legal aid to those who cannot afford it. They document what is happening on the ground and bear witness when rights are abused. They give a voice to the voiceless. They act as watchdogs, monitoring governments and corporations, checking if promises are kept, writing reports, gathering evidence, and alerting the world. When a government passes a harmful law, or a factory pollutes a community's water, these groups are often the first to sound the alarm. Their work creates pressure for change. The media is another vital part. Journalists uncover the truth and share it widely. Through stories, photographs, and broadcasts, they shine a light into the darkest corners. Investigations can expose corruption, document crises, and move millions to demand action. Social media lets ordinary people share stories and organize for change, power that requires truthful, kind information. Communities are the most fundamental social system. Protection begins with neighbors, grows in schools, and expands in community centers where differences become strengths. Social movements, thousands or millions united, have driven many of history's greatest victories. In grassroots connections, simple acts of people standing up for one another, the true strength of a society is found. In our time, a new and powerful dimension has been added. The digital realm. The internet, smartphones, social media. We communicate, learn, live. This world offers incredible tools for protecting and promoting our rights. A witness can record evidence for court. Activists can organize protests and share information safely, even under the watchful eye of an oppressive regime. Stories of courage can cross borders in an instant. New rights need protection, data privacy, and freedom of expression online. Our digital footprints are valuable. Rules are emerging to give people more control over personal data. We must balance free expression with limits on hate and disinformation. Yet this frontier is filled with dangers. The same tools that protect can violate. Governments can spy, silence dissent, and punish critics. Platforms can become breeding grounds for harassment and coordinated hate. Speed and anonymity fuel lies that poison discourse. Building a safe digital world requires balance. Companies designing for safety and privacy, governments protecting digital rights without stifling speech, and all of us becoming more aware. Strong passwords, spotting falsehoods, and respectful conduct are essential skills for responsible global citizens. So yeah, we all have a part to play. The systems that guard our rights are not separate islands. They are interconnected threads in a single, woven safety net. The true strength comes from how they work together. Legal, social, digital. A law may exist on paper, but it often takes a community group to help people use it. A digital tool can capture evidence, but a court must deliver justice. When the parts synchronize, their protective power is magnified, creating a formidable defense for human dignity. Consider a real-world example. A factory pollutes a river, making people sick and destroying livelihoods. A local environmental group notices first. They document the pollution, collect samples, and record testimonies. They share evidence with a national human rights NGO, which files a lawsuit, and with journalists who inform the public. News spreads rapidly online, creating pressure on the government. In court, photos, videos, and scientific data become critical evidence. The court orders the factory to stop polluting and pay for cleanup. The social group was the censor. Digital tools provided proof. The legal system delivered justice, and media ensured the case could not be ignored. Without any one element, the outcome might have been very different. Even the strongest safety net can have holes. The systems designed to protect our rights face immense and persistent challenges. In law, enforcement can be weak. Treaties are signed but not implemented. Courts can be slow, underfunded, or pressured, leading to delays and bias. For many, especially the poor and marginalized, justice is too expensive or complicated. A right that cannot be defended is an empty promise. Social systems struggle too. Defenders, journalists, and community activists face threats, harassment, imprisonment, even violence. Many operate with limited resources, constantly seeking funding to continue vital services. Public attention shifts quickly, leaving those on the ground to struggle far from the spotlight. Technology misuse grows. Authoritarian surveillance creates fear that stifles free expression. Disinformation and hate speech spread. A digital divide leaves many behind, deepening inequality. When a court is biased, a journalist is silenced, or private data is stolen, the entire system is diminished. Recognizing weaknesses is the first step to mend them. It requires vigilance, adaptation, and a collective will to repair the holes. Knowing the challenges is not enough. We must find solutions. We can and must strengthen the systems that guard our rights. Reinforce legal foundations. Not just signing treaties, but fully implementing them into strong, clear, fair national laws. Resource justice systems so they function independently and efficiently. Fund legal aid so everyone has access to a lawyer and a fair hearing. Justice must be a public service, not a luxury. Nurture and protect social systems. Create safe environments for journalists, activists, and human rights defenders. Protect them from harassment and violence, and support their work through donations and volunteering. Champion a free, independent press, one of the most effective checks on power. Back local organizations to build resilience and first-line response networks when rights are threatened. Demand privacy and safety-first platform design and clear rules for handling harmful content like hate and disinformation. Pass modern privacy laws that give real control over personal data. Invest in digital literacy so people can harness benefits and avoid pitfalls. The great systems may seem distant and complex, but they are built upon the actions of individuals. Every person has a role to play, and your contribution matters more than you think. Begin with knowledge. Learn your rights. Read the Universal Declaration. Understand issues in your community and around the world. Once informed, act. Start small. Join a local group. Environmental protection, refugee support, fighting poverty. Volunteer your time. Practice human rights daily. Respect, listen, stand up for someone being treated unkindly. Be a responsible digital citizen. Check facts before sharing. Refuse rumors and hate. Support in-depth reporting. Protect yourself and others with good digital hygiene. Your mindful presence makes the online space safer for all. Use your voice. Support organizations, sign petitions, contact representatives, vote for leaders committed to dignity and equality. We have journeyed from grand halls of justice to quiet conversations between neighbors. Laws provide the rules, social groups provide the heart, and digital tools connect and bear witness, forming a global shield for everyone.
Brothers and sisters of Earth, today, I stand before you not as a leader, not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of humanity. I speak to you from the depths of my soul, with a message that transcends borders, religions, races, and species. This message is not mine alone, it belongs to all of us, for we are all children of the same origin, descendants of Adam and Eve, bound by the same breath of life. From the moment the first star ignited in the cosmos, to the birth of our planet, to the emergence of life, and finally to the rise of humanity, the universe has been weaving a story of unity. Yet somewhere along the way, we forgot this truth. We divided ourselves into nations, tribes, and ideologies. We built walls instead of bridges, waged wars instead of peace, and sought power instead of love. But today I call upon you to remember, we are one. The time for peaceism has come. Peaceism is blessing and guidance for all. It is a way of life. It is the recognition that every living being, human, animal, plant, and even the earth itself, is interconnected. Peaceism teaches us that harming another is harming ourselves, that loving another is loving ourselves, and that healing the world begins with healing our own hearts. Under the Peaceism Ecosystem, we will honor the sanctity of life, embrace diversity, live in harmony with nature, pray to Lord of the world. Let us pray, O our Creator. We humbly acknowledge you as the source of all that is, the architect of the universe, and the sustainer of all life. Let us pray for wisdom, compassion, and unity, and let our prayers be actions that uplift the world. Dear Lord of the world, known by many greatest names, we come before you as one family, one heart, one soul. Guide us to see the light within each other. Teach us to forgive, to love, and to serve. Help us to heal the wounds of the past and build a future of peace. May our hands work together, our voices sing together, and our spirits rise together, for we are your servant, and in you, we are one. Amen, Amin, Shalom, Om Shanti Ash, and so it is. This is not just a dream, it is a calling. Each of us has a role to play in this great awakening. Whether you are a teacher, a farmer, a scientist, an artist, or a leader, your contribution matters. Let us educate the next generation in the ways of peace and unity. Create systems that uplift the poor, heal the sick, and protect the vulnerable. Innovate technologies that serve humanity and the planet, not destroy them. Spread love in every word, every action, and every thought. If this message ignites a fire within you, if it stirs your soul and compels you to act, then let us carry it forward together. O Lord of the world, we thank you for the beauty of the world, the wonder of nature, and the precious gift of life. We are grateful for the sun, the moon, the stars, and the vibrant tapestry of creation. Let us strive not just for the Nobel Peace Prize, but to touch the hearts of all beings, from the tiniest ant to the grandest whale, from the deepest ocean to the highest peak. The time has come to transcend our differences and embrace our shared humanity. The time has come to heal the scars of the past and forge a future brimming with hope. O Creator, bless us with peace, joy, and purpose, and grant us the strength to overcome challenges and to persevere in your service. We are one. We are peace. We are the change. Thank you, and may the light of unity guide us all. We pray in the name of the Creator, the source of all things. Amen.
Redefining justice through compassion, dialogue, and community restoration. Transformative restorative justice prioritizes healing over punishment. An introduction. A young boy named Mateo threw a baseball. It was a wild pitch. The ball sailed over the fence. It crashed through his neighbor's kitchen window. Glass shattered everywhere. Mateo's heart pounded with fear. He wanted to run and hide. Mr. Henderson rushed in, saw the damage, and felt a surge of anger. He considered calling the police and demanding money. The room felt as broken as the glass. Instead, a community mediator suggested they sit down together and talk. Mateo apologized and explained it was an accident. Mr. Henderson described feeling startled, unsafe, and worried about costs. It was simple, but powerful. Restorative justice asks, who was hurt? What do they need? Who is responsible to make it right? They made a plan, helped pay for the window, and worked together, building trust where fear once lived. What is restorative justice? We often equate justice with punishment, courts, fines, prison. But victims can feel unheard, needing answers, safety, and closure. Restorative justice focuses on healing harm to people and relationships. It brings everyone affected into a structured conversation. They share impacts, then decide what must be done to make things right. 3 principles guide the work. Center victims, require repair, include all stakeholders. Common practices include circle dialogues in schools, victim offender meetings, and community repair projects. Not a quick fix, an honest process leading to transformation and stronger bonds. One foundational practice is the circle dialogue. A circle has no head. Everyone is seen and heard equally. Listening is as important as speaking. A trained circle keeper guides with a talking piece, feather, stone, or small ball. Whoever holds it speaks from the heart. Everyone else listens. Simple check-ins move toward harder truths. A school tried circles instead of suspensions, including students, friends, parents, teachers, angry, scared, confused, sad. They heard stories behind the anger, teasing, exclusion, anxiety. They agreed on respectful communication and a school beautification project. Fights dropped, trust and cooperation grew. The process is simple, its impact profound. Another powerful practice is the victim offender meeting. Voluntary, carefully prepared, and facilitated for safety. Facilitators ensure readiness, clarify needs, and establish ground rules. For many victims, it is the first chance to speak directly. Maria's convenience store was robbed by a teen. She felt fearful and distrustful. Offered a meeting, she hesitantly agreed. She described how the robbery changed her life. Hearing her directly had a profound effect. He was desperate, made a terrible choice, and apologized sincerely. They created a repayment plan and he committed to job training. Maria began to heal. He found a turning point. Beyond punishment, facing human impact can lead to accountability and change. Restorative justice emphasizes concrete action to fix harm. Reparation can be financial and meaningful acts that repair trust. Specific repairs are decided together by those affected. A vandalized park left neighbors sad and unsafe. Instead of charges, a restorative meeting was held. Teens heard how their actions hurt real people. They co-created a comprehensive repair plan. Weekends of work restored the space and showed commitment. The community began to see them as contributors, not problems. Repair fixed damage and rebuilt relationships and pride. It really changed how people related to each other. Restorative justice places victims at the center. They gain voice, choice, answers, and can state what they need to heal. Anxiety, anger, and trauma can ease with meaningful closure. For those who caused harm, genuine accountability, not passive punishment. Understand consequences, take steps to repair. It encourages empathy, moral growth, and conflict resolution skills. Benefits ripple outward, strengthening the social fabric. Communities learn they can solve problems together. It can be more efficient, reduce burden, and prevent future harm. A win-win-win: healing, accountability, and safety. From cycles of punishment to cycles of healing and repair, challenges exist. Participation must be voluntary. Offer alternative supports. Hold accountability by other means if needed. Trained facilitators ensure safety, fairness, and turn-taking. Invest in facilitator training. Begin with lower-stakes conflicts. For serious cases, restorative work can complement, not replace, legal processes. Start small. Build momentum with early successes. Educate. Direct accountability is often harder than doing time. It's about being smart on harm. Center safety, repair, and learning. Change doesn't require an overhaul. Start small. Learn and share. Book clubs, screenings, speakers. Pilot circles in schools and neighborhood associations. Showcase small victories and build capacity with trainings. Maya's stolen bike became a chance for repair, apology, return, a stronger lock, and community service. People are more than their worst actions. The best response: mend, restore, reconnect. Advocate for classroom circles. Ask leaders to offer meetings. Organize a cleanup. Train as a facilitator. Turn toward conflict with courage. Listen with humility. And repair with creativity. Justice isn't only delivered from on high. It's created together, every day.
Maria's bike was gone. She stood on the curb and held nothing. The lock hung empty on the post. Her hands shook a little as she told her teacher what happened. She had used that bike to get home each day. Night felt colder now. Her walk home felt longer. She missed the way the wind used to push her worries away. Ramon saw the empty space where the bike had been. He felt a quick shame. He had taken it on a dare. He did not mean to hurt Maria so much. He felt small when he saw her face. He could not sleep that night. He also feared getting in trouble. Something needed to change between them. People in the school worried. Parents emailed the principal. Kids whispered in the hallways. The school needed more than a rule or a fine. Rules can stop people for a time. Rules do not always heal the harm done. The school wanted trust back. This scene is simple. It is also common. Small harms add up in neighborhoods and schools. People need a way to tell their truth. They need a way to be heard. They need repair that feels real. Restorative justice is about fixing harm. It is not only punishment. It asks who was hurt. It asks what they need. It asks who caused the harm. It asks what they can do to help. It asks the community how to support the fix. It centers the people most affected. It uses talk. It does not rely only on rules. This keeps the person harmed in view. It gives them a voice. It asks for real answers. It asks the person who caused harm to be accountable, in human ways. It seeks to restore safety. It seeks to restore trust. It does not ignore justice. It widens justice to include repair. It widens justice to include care. The tone is calm and hopeful. People speak plainly. People speak plainly. They name facts. They name feelings. They name needs. They name limits. They decide together what will help. They make clear plans. They put time on those plans. They check later to see if the plans worked. Restorative justice can join courts. Restorative justice can join schools. It can stand outside formal systems too. It can be short. It can take time. It can be used for small harms. It can be used for some larger ones. It always needs clarity about safety. It always needs clarity about consent. It always asks for trained help. Victim-offender dialogue is simple. The person harmed meets the person who caused harm. A trained facilitator guides the talk. The harmed person tells their story. The other listens. Questions are asked and answered. They agree on steps to repair the harm. This works when both agree to meet. A family group conference adds family and supporters. It is helpful with young people. The wider group offers ideas and support. They plan how to repair harm together. The group holds each other to the plan. They bring family strengths into the solution. The person harmed can bring a supporter too. The plan can include help to change behavior. A community circle brings many voices. Neighbors, teachers, leaders. Each person speaks in turn. The circle builds trust and shared understanding. It works where harm touches many people. It can begin with a talking piece to guide the flow. The circle often leads to shared agreements for repair. These three models are clear and visual. They show different sizes of gathering. Each model centers the harmed person. Each asks the person who caused harm to respond. Each invites the community to join. Each can be adapted to local needs. They need a way to be heard. They need repair that feels real.
They need repair that feels real.
The person harmed comes first in these meetings. They say what happened and how it felt. They name what they need to feel safer. They may ask for repair for an apology. They also can set limits. Their consent matters at every step. Their voice shapes the outcome. The person who caused harm is asked to listen and respond. They hear the impact of their action. They are asked to accept responsibility. They may offer repair actions. They may also ask for help to change. This meeting is a chance to learn and to act. It is not a place to blame silently. The community plays a steady role. The community helps create realistic plans, offers supervision and support, and helps restore trust with shared work. Preparation begins before anyone meets together. A trained person speaks with each participant first. They explain the process in simple words. They check what safety means for each person. They make a plan for support and limits. They ask who will come with each person. They decide on a neutral place and time. Preparation also includes practical checks. The facilitator checks for power imbalances. They look for threats or fear. They refuse a meeting if someone feels at risk. They may use written statements instead of face-to-face talk. They may suggest separate meetings first. They ensure that participation is voluntary. The meeting begins with clear rules. People agree to speak honestly and listen. They agree to respect time and safety. The person harmed may go first. They tell what happened and how it felt. They name what they need to heal. They may ask questions. The person who caused harm listens without interruption. Then they answer. They can explain, but not to excuse. They can say they are sorry. They can offer steps to repair the harm. They can ask for help if they need it to change. Supporters can speak in turn. They do not take over the harmed person's voice. The facilitator keeps the talk on track. They check that the harmed person is still willing to proceed. They stop the meeting if someone feels unsafe. Agreeing means making a clear plan. The plan names who will do each task. It names timelines and measurable steps. It says what will count as repair. It notes any support needed. Everyone reads the plan aloud. Everyone agrees to it in plain words. Repair can be direct or symbolic, returning money or goods, public service or community work, counseling or apology, help to learn new skills. The plan should match the harm and the needs of the harmed person. Follow-up is essential. A named person checks in on the plan. For the person harmed, this process gives voice. They get to tell their story in full. Many say they feel relief after being heard. They often prefer this to a hidden punishment. They may gain a clear plan for repair. Children and adults planting a garden together after a repair plan. They may regain safety and trust. For the person who caused harm, this work builds accountability. They face the real consequences of their actions. They can make amends in practical ways. They can also learn new behavior. Many report gaining empathy and purpose. For the community, restorative work builds ties. Neighbors learn to solve harm together. Schools see less repeat harm. Communities can reduce the burden on courts and jails. People learn to care for one another's safety. Restorative justice is not right for every case. It should not be used where risk is high. It should not be used where consent is not real. It must not replace legal protection when needed. Power imbalances can harm the process. That is why skilled facilitators are crucial. Safety checks must be strict and clear. Wrongly run meetings can re-traumatize people. A rushed or under-supported process can fail. When people feel pressured, the outcome is not true repair. Funding reduces these risks. Training reduces these risks. Clear rules reduce these risks. If you want to begin locally, start small. Learn the basics with short guides. Learn the basics with workshops. Find trained facilitators. Partner with an organization. Try circles in a school first. Try circles in a community center first. Invite those most affected to help design the process. Attend a training. Start a small circle. Ask your school to offer restorative options. Ask your council to offer restorative options. Support local facilitators with time and funds. Listen to people who were harmed. Take gentle, steady action. Hold care and safety as your highest priorities. Believe that repair is possible and act to make it so. They turn harm into a chance to rebuild.
Across our planet, from the most remote island communities to the bustling heart of our greatest cities, there is a common thread that binds all of humanity. It is a shared inheritance, a fundamental collection of needs and aspirations we call human rights. These are not gifts bestowed by governments, nor are they privileges earned through wealth or status. They are, quite simply, the essential conditions for a life of dignity. They are the air we breathe, the food that nourishes us, the shelter that keeps us safe. They are the freedom to think for ourselves, to speak our truth, and to be treated with fairness and respect. Every single one of us is born with them, because they are the bedrock upon which fair and stable societies are built. They safeguard our very being, ensuring that we can grow and flourish without fear. When we have the right to an education, we unlock the potential of the human mind. When we have the right to health care, we protect the miraculous complexity of the human body. When we have the right to speak freely, we allow new ideas to take flight, challenging the old and paving the way for progress. Without these protections, our societies become brittle, prone to conflict and decay. They are the invisible architecture that supports our collective existence, ensuring equality and liberty for all. To safeguard this precious inheritance, humankind has developed intricate systems of protection. These are not single, monolithic structures, but rather a complex, interconnected network of laws, courts. Think of it as a global ecosystem, with different parts working together to maintain a delicate balance. Some of these systems operate on a worldwide scale, setting universal standards for all nations. Others are regional, tailored to the unique cultural landscapes of a continent. And perhaps most importantly, they extend down to the national level and the local level, embedding themselves in the very soil of a country's laws and institutions. Together they form a vast safety net, designed to catch us when we fall and hold power to account. This framework did not appear overnight. It has been built, piece by piece, over generations, often in the wake of great tragedy. It is a testament to our species' remarkable capacity to learn from its darkest moments and strive for something better. The system is not perfect. Like any natural ecosystem, it faces constant threats and pressures. But it represents a collective promise, a declaration that the dignity of the individual is paramount. At the very highest level of this protective ecosystem, we find the global institutions that form a kind of canopy, casting their influence over the entire world. Chief among them is the United Nations, an organization born from the ashes of a devastating world war. It was here, in 1948, that nations came together to create the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This extraordinary document was a beacon of hope in a shattered world. For the first time, it listed, in clear and simple terms, the fundamental rights and freedoms that belong to every single human being. While not a binding law itself, it serves as a moral compass, a North Star that has guided the development of human rights law ever since. From this foundational declaration, a whole forest of international treaties has grown. These treaties are formal agreements, like solemn promises made between countries. By signing and ratifying them, a nation agrees to be bound by their rules and to incorporate them into its own legal system. The International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. It protects our fundamental liberties like free speech and fair trials. The International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. Of course, making promises is one thing, keeping them is another entirely. To monitor this, the UN has established a series of expert bodies. The Human Rights Council regularly examines the human rights records of all member states, a process that shines a bright light on both progress and problems. Then, there are the treaty bodies, committees of independent experts who review how well countries are upholding their commitments under specific treaties. Whether on the rights of children, the elimination of torture, or the protection of persons with disabilities. These bodies act as a global conscience, reminding governments of the standards they have pledged to meet. Furthermore, the UN system employs independent investigators known as special rapporteurs. They are assigned to specific themes, such as the right to clean water, or to the situation in a particular country. They conduct fact-finding missions, communicate with governments about alleged violations, and report their findings to the world. While the global canopy provides a universal set of principles, human rights find their most vibrant expression when they adapt to the local environment. Just as a rainforest differs from a savanna, different regions of the world have developed their own unique human rights ecosystems. These regional systems are wonderfully effective because they are closer to the ground. They understand specific historical, cultural, and social landscapes, allowing a more nuanced and tailored approach. They are a vital middle layer, translating universal ideals into practical, regional action, bringing justice closer to the people it serves. In Europe, for example, we see one of the most developed of these systems. The European Convention on Human Rights is a powerful legal instrument, and its guardian, the European Court of Human Rights, has real teeth. Individuals who believe their rights have been violated and who have exhausted all legal options in their own country can bring their case to this court. Its judgments are binding. They have compelled nations to change laws, release prisoners, pay compensation to victims, ensuring even the most powerful cannot stand above the law. Across the Atlantic, the Americas have their own well-established system. The Inter-American Commission on Human Rights acts as a watchdog, investigating abuses and making recommendations to governments. Alongside it, the Inter-American Court of Human Rights adjudicates cases of serious violations. This system has been crucial in confronting legacies of authoritarian rule in Latin America, championing the rights of indigenous peoples, tackling issues of violence, impunity, disappearances, massacres, and denial of justice. Africa, too, has cultivated its own framework, centered around the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, emphasizing both individual rights and the collective rights of peoples, including the right to development and a healthy environment. The African Commission and the African Court work to promote and protect these values across the continent. While facing immense challenges from underfunding to political resistance, they represent a profound commitment by the peoples of these continents to forge their own path toward justice and dignity, rooted in shared experiences. Ultimately, for the canopy of international treaties and the branches of regional systems to bear fruit, they must be nourished by strong roots at the national level. It is here, within the borders of each country, that human rights are protected or violated in daily life. The most effective safeguard is a country's own constitution and laws. When a nation enshrines human rights in its highest legal document, it sends a powerful message that these principles are not negotiable. These legal roots must run deep, shaping criminal codes, labor laws, and policies on education and healthcare, ensuring alignment with international promises. The guardians of these national laws are independent courts and a fair-minded judiciary. Judges must be impartial arbiters of justice, able to make decisions based on the law, free from the winds of political pressure or corruption. When a citizen's right to a fair trial is violated, or when a law discriminates against a minority group, it is the courts that must provide a remedy. An independent judiciary is like the sturdy trunk of a tree. It provides the strength and stability needed to uphold the rule of law, even in the face of powerful storms. Without it, laws are merely words on paper, and the promise of justice remains unfulfilled. Beyond the courts, specialized institutions, national human rights institutions or ombuds offices, act as approachable watchdogs. In our time, a vast and uncharted new territory has opened up, the digital world. This interconnected frontier offers breathtaking possibilities for connection, expression, and innovation. It has given a platform to once silenced voices, allowing people to organize, share information, and demand change at scale. The internet advances human rights by enabling access to education and health information, fostering global community. Freedom of expression and association have found powerful new ways to flourish. However, this frontier is fraught with new perils, technologies that can control, harass, and harm. Our personal data has become a valuable commodity, often collected and used without our understanding or consent. The digital space can breed hatred, disinformation, and harassment, disproportionately targeting women, journalists, and minority groups. Anonymity can embolden abuse, silencing dissent, and spreading fear. New technologies, especially AI, make consequential decisions. Biased systems can automate discrimination at scale. Mass surveillance threatens association and expression, chilling speech and challenging authority for fear of being watched. We must extend our framework to digital rights with strong data protection laws that give individuals control. Hold technology companies accountable, balancing removal of harm with protection of free speech. Demand transparency in algorithms and robust safeguards against misuse. As we map the physical world, we must now design the digital one to enhance human dignity. When we survey the global landscape of human rights, the picture is one of stark contrasts, a story of remarkable progress and heartbreaking setbacks, inspiring victories and persistent challenges. On one hand, signs of hope, a single green sprout pushing through dry earth. Peaceful transitions from dictatorship, discriminatory laws overturned, and broader equality for LGBTQ+ individuals. The landmine ban shows what civil society and governments can achieve together. An activist freed, a community saves its land, a survivor receives justice and compensation. Yet rights are violated with shocking impunity. Wars rage, defenders are jailed or killed. Refugees and migrants denied dignity at borders. Emergency powers crush dissent. Institutions dismantled. Surveillance tools wielded for control. These failures reveal the fragility of the system. Laws alone are not enough against entrenched power, greed, and indifference. Not reasons for despair, but reminders of the vigilance required to close the gap between promises and reality. The work of protecting human rights is like tending to a vast and complex garden. It is not a task that can ever be declared finished. It requires constant care, patience, and the collective effort of many hands. Frameworks provide the design, but it is up to us to cultivate, nurture growth, pull the weeds of injustice, and ensure it blossoms for generations. This shared responsibility falls upon all of us. First, governments must lead by example. Translate commitments into strong laws and fund the institutions that uphold them. Invest in an independent judiciary, well-trained police, robust human rights commissions. Foster an environment where civil society can operate freely, and a free press can hold power to account without fear. Third, adapt to our age. Weave human rights into technology through collaboration between governments, the private sector, and civil society. Companies must respect human rights in their operations, and we must all become more literate about our digital rights. Fourth, education remains our most powerful tool. Teach dignity, equality, and respect in our schools and communities. In the end, the system's strength depends on individuals. Your voice matters. When you vote, support, and speak out, you tend the garden and plant seeds of change.
Dawn of time, we have shared a common ancestry, Adam and Eve. This shared bond is the foundation of our humanity, reminding us that beneath our differences we are one family. In a world that often seems divided, peaceism emerges as a beacon of hope. We believe in the power of unity, in the strength of coming together to build a future where peace is not just a dream, but a reality. Our mission is simple yet profound, to foster understanding, compassion, and cooperation among all people. Through education, dialogue, and community initiatives, we strive to break down the barriers that separate us and to create a world where every individual feels valued and heard. Join us on this journey. Stand with peaceism and be part of a movement that transcends borders and beliefs. Together, we can turn the page of history to a chapter filled with love, respect, and enduring peace. Because at the end of the day, we are all descendants of Adam and Eve. Let's honor that legacy by building a peaceful future for all.